I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Hold up! Time out! Yeah, yeah, yeah! I'm going ham and Applebee's. Can't go back to Chuck E. Cheese. Oh no! Wanna drink a blood? I'm not okay, I'm not alright. Every time we drink, I'm satisfied. Oh no! Wanna drink a blood? I'm not okay, I'm not alright. Every time we drink, I'm satisfied. Oh no! Wanna drink a blood? 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 I'm fucked up and I'm throwing hands. Got kicked out of the outside.
And we're live with the 12th edition of Movie Draft here on the Pierce Code channel, where me and some friends, we draft some movie stuff. And now we decided to do the best rotten movies. These are all movies you can find on the Everyone Loves Rotten Tomatoes website that are 40% and lower, so not just the 50s, not even 41, 40% or lower movies that we're all drafting here. So there's movies that critics didn't like, but we do for one reason or another, or the critics are just freaking wrong. Chris Diaz, how you doing?
Pretty good. Yeah, that's fun. I came up with an interesting list of mine.
This all should be interesting. Liz, Brian, how you doing?
It's good. Shout out to Zach Shelton. So when I saw it in the top 10 list, it gave me an idea for the draft. So here's just a drafting. Richie, up to now you.
Thank you. Oh no, me. Yeah.
Should have been taken over by Ryan.
Well, yeah. I'm here. Thank you. Yeah, that should be fun. Just been doing research for this. Yeah, some surprising things on this that came up. So should be fun.
Football still sucks. Steven Shepard, how are you?
I'm doing well. Yep, I was surprised at some of the movies that made less than 40% on Rotten Tomatoes. So, and also some guilty pleasures of mine.
Probably including Howard the Duck, directed by Willard Huck. Am I right? Steve Mason, how you doing?
I'm doing very well. It was a difficult task trying to whittle down a couple of titles, but I think I've managed to get some A tier list, a B tier list, and then a backup list if anybody tried taking my fucking pick. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's very nice. So starting off with me, because we did do the draft off screen earlier here, so this is the order we will be going in, Snaky Snake style. Me, Chris, Brian, Richie, Steven, Double Mason, and then going all the way back. Picking 6, I'm starting off with Tommy Boy. It skirts the line of the game because I believe it is right at 40 or 39. So I'm absolutely in love with this film still to this day here. Our boy Chris Farley, David Spade, so I'm still a David Spade fan as well. And yeah, absolute ride fest with a little bit of heart. Exactly what I look for in a good comedy. And it's my first pick. Chris, what you got for your first pick?
I did go with the one I was shocked have a 29% on Tomato. And one of my personal favorite Spielberg movie, I go with Hook. I think when you think of Peter Pan, besides the Disney one, you see a Hook. It's a fantastic portrayal of Captain Hook. Robin Williams and Peter Pan, like everybody nailing it. It's funny, it's dark. Give up Rufio, and what can you think of Rufio? Rufio, great guy in your life. Yeah, I shot it this low. I think it's really entertaining.
And I will mute Richie while we go to Brian for your first pick.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's Walton. I'll go with Big Daddy on this one at 39%. I'm surprised the slow first. Saturday Field was the best was his greatest 90s film, so Big Daddy is my vote. Pick, I mean.
Good pick so far here. Yeah, Hook actually probably was my next pick. I didn't even know Big Daddy was Ron. I should look more at Sandler 91s. He doesn't get love in the 90s. I messed up my order. But Richie, you're next. What you got? Oh, I muted you. You're unmuted now, though.
Another movie I think critics just didn't get because it's it's maybe weird humor, and I think it's maybe more appreciated now. I'm surprised it was under 40, but it counts. Hot Rod was under 40%.
How about that?
So yes, it's a good movie. It's fun.
Say what way?
Another great pick. Another one I definitely would have taken it very soon. Steven, what you thinking?
I'm thinking. Oh, wait.
Sorry. I'm going the sci-fi horror route. I chose Event Horizon, with definitely the best movie from Paul W.S. Anderson, and great cast and creepy, atmospheric. Just always really enjoyed it.
And speaking of creepy with atmospheric attitudes, Steve, what you got?
I'm picking one of my childhood favorite movies of all time. It's a movie I grew up on. I even bought merch from it, like the Talk Boy. I'm picking Home Alone 2 at 35%. Boston, New York.
I was thinking buying with their Tay-Dash.
That is a good pick. Another one that can be very surprising to learn that. Steve, it's a snake style. So what you got?
I'm as much as I'm tempted to take an Adam Sandler movie, I'm gonna actually go for Jim Carrey movie, and I think this is actually better than the first one. Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls at 21%. The rhino scene. You have Monopoly Man. You have dude. It's that movie. Honestly, that movie is actually far superior than the first movie. Even though I liked the first movie because it was set in Miami, but just there's so many freaking jokes in that movie. It goes mile a minute. There's a freaking cliffhanger spoof at the beginning of the movie. They just start that sucker right off. I mean, guano. Yeah, I don't think we all learned about guano at the same time watching this movie, right? I'm wrong. Or Shikaka. Excuse me, your balls are showing. What movie, Tuna?
Comunista.
Good pick. I do enjoy it. Better than the first. Although Jordan Anderson in the chat would agree with you.
Okay, here's a movie that I was shocked is under 40%, and that is Man on Fire from Tony Scott and Denzel Washington.
You took.
Like, that movie is awesome. I can't believe that movie is under 40%.
Yeah, that is pretty surprising here. Richie.
Yeah, I mean, I might have been going with Men on Fire and so on. Chocolate. Look, gonna go with another one. Probably I think the best Happy Madison film not to feature Adam Sandler at 15%. Grandma's Boy. Good movie.
Richie taking all the good mid-2000s comedies. Right.
I'm going to go with my favorite comedy right at 40%, Billy Madison.
I know that's some love from here as well. What you got, Chris?
I tell you, go with the one I think is really good and got better with the director cut. And in honor of someone fancied up recently, Rocky IV. My first little bit shocked when we're looking at the Rotten Tomatoes score. It really it is cheesy, yes, but all better performance. Paul agreed great. Director cut is really good. The funeral scene is fantastic. And we beat the Russian. Come on, what can you expect? This is one of the better Rocky sequels. Besides Rocky 2 and the Creed stuff, this is one of the better Rocky. And Rocky, a little bit of Rocky 3, but it's one of the better Rocky.
Yeah, if you don't count Rocky 2, or Rocky 3, or Balboa, or any of the Creeds, this is the top Rocky sequel.
Movie. That was
I do need some Sandler on my list. I'm gonna go Waterboy since y'all took the other ones. To give them some Waterboy.
Oh, there is.
Gatorade. No, I'm drinking Powerade today actually, so I don't have any. And then following that up here, let's go with his Airheads co-star in Encino Man. I would love some Brendan Fraser, Caveman. What you got,
Oscar winning.
Chris? Oscar winner, baby.
Should I go over horror? Should I go over? You know what? Sticky on the Anna Chandler team because I will go with Anna Chandler. Yeah. Mr. Deed. It is superly entertaining Anna Chandler movie, but I do get a kick out of it. John Turturro is hysterical in the movie.
Very, very sneaky.
Yeah. The guy that he embarrassed and then called apologize and then the dad find out he's one of the more funny jokes in the movie. Yeah, it's not great Anna Chandler, but this is my guilty pleasure Anna Chandler movie. It is a guilty pleasure Anna Chandler movie.
Brian, what you got?
I'm going to go with a good family movie, which is 38% Heavyweights, featuring Ben Stiller and the kids from My Ducks.
All right, speaking of heavyweights, Richie, what you got?
Speaking of Mighty Ducks, it's at 21%. Mighty Ducks, it's at 51%. That is mental for me.
I'm just adding my overall list on Letterboxd. Like, really, that one too? And this is one of those hard ones. This is a really hard one to study for. What you got, Steven?
Well, everyone knows that I'm a huge Cameron Crowe fan, and probably one of his least, well, other than maybe Aloha, his least reviewed movie. And I don't care. I absolutely loved it, and that's Elizabethtown.
Of course you do.
I'll have you back a little bit here. It's not high on my list, but I do like Elizabethtown, so it is kind of like.
I like it. I think it's a sweet
movie.
movie. It's a sweet
Yeah.
movie.
I like Elizabethtown. Steve, what you got?
Let me see. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to do this, Jordan. You're gonna take it before I do. I'm gonna get Scream 3 here.
Oh, nice.
Scream 3. It's probably not the best movie out of all the Screams, but it's still fucking entertaining. I still don't think there's a bad movie in the Scream film franchise, and it looks like it's probably gonna just stop at 6 as far as we can see because of all that's happened.
It's one contention here. It's at 41%.
Oops, my bad. Missed it by 1%. Erase, rewind that. Let's go. So let's do that. Let's do something else. You're talking about Mighty Ducks. Guess what? I'm going to pick D2, the Mighty Ducks. Because it has a really good soundtrack for 1992, and I have a shirt of it. And nobody likes Iceland, period.
For Iceland.
Jordan, just so you know, I don't know if you want to put Scream 3 because it's 41%. I don't know if you want to do that.
Oh, I didn't. Okay, so I played that. So no, fact checker stuff. What else you got?
Another one,
Steve. All right, you're still need 2 though. So
yeah, I'm gonna go with Scary Movie 2. This is personally my favorite scary movie. I think it's better than the second one. It's better than all the ones. You know, you don't get any better than Chris Elliott with his hand strong. Grab my strong hand. I mean, yes, there's maybe a problem. There might be a guy in there that's probably accused of bad things in the cast, Danny Masterson. But you know.
Oh shit! I forgot about that.
And you have Beetlejuice too.
Yeah, it has Beetlejuice too. But I mean, when can you see a big animatronic blunt roll up Marlon Wayans into a live action blunt? Come on, just smoke that sucker away. Yeah, I know you had to be the guy. I know, brother. You know who was the guy before you, Jacob? It was Richie.
It's not, people. It's called delayed commenting, or me showing it delayed. So calm down. Steven, what you got?
Oh, I grew up, of course, watching Schwarzenegger and Stallone, and I could go with a few of any of those guys' movies, but I'm gonna go with the one that I think people are liking it a little bit more these days than the reception it received when it came out in 1993, and that is Last Action Hero.
I love that pick here. Yeah, that movie. I think almost too soon for its time. I feel because fuck yeah, that movie's great. Richie,
Sort of along the lines of that, a movie that I think kind of was poorly received at the time, and I think people have gone to like it, and I think it's really fun. I watch it every year around the same time. A Jingle All the Way. That's for 20%.
Yes. GPO's Frozen.
Yeah, you know.
I'll go with my pick. Scooby-Doo 2: Monsters Unleashed, which is 22%. Personally, I like it with the first one. It's a lot of fun. It feels like an actual Scooby-Doo episode. So Scooby-Doo 2: Monsters Unleashed.
Chris.
You know, I did get my horror out of the way. Before the more recent one, this to me was the second best one out of the series. I'll go with Saw 2. I think this is like you finally get to meet this on you meet Tobin Bell for the first time in prison. He had performance and acting. I think everything with him and Donnie Wahlberg is some of the best thing in the movie. I think the evolution just I think the trap of really great. I think Amanda is a fantastic character. I like to reveal at the end that, you know, her being the apprentice. I think Donnie Wahlberg hit and miss, but like a lot of the victim of light, it evolved the Saw movie into the ideal of it. And before Saw 10, this was my favorite Saw sequel. So, Saw 2.
Still my favorite.
All right, I'm gonna go with Suicide Squad, the first one here. That's a fun action flick here. Superheroes, you know, like I said, there's flaws, but we also get our first peek at Margot Robbie, who's continued to be awesome. I like Will Smith, Jay Hernandez, so yeah, there's fun to be had here. And Dear Evan Hansen, I love the songs, man, and screw you. Ben Platt's a wonderful person and deserves to play it on screen. So, Chris, what you got?
Damn. We talk about it later.
Okay.
Should I go with a comedy or should I go with action? You know what? I don't go with the one I think if you count the director cut, that movie should be way higher. You know what happened? Is that 39% on Rotten Tomatoes. I think this movie that is it's luggage with it theatrical cut. The director cut is amazing. This is the best example of how to do director cut the right way. And it's really good, really Scott movie. One of his last few good one that I actually do like. Even though I do like The Martian, I do like.
What is the movie?
Kingdom of Heaven.
I never heard. Okay,
Yeah,
I haven't heard either, to be fair.
I heard everything but it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
39%. Right, a little bit short. We'll look at the Rotten Tomatoes regard.
Brian.
I'll go with Balls of Fury, the 20%. This is a movie making ping pong fun. You get a great cast: Christopher Walken, James Hogg, Dan Fogler, the Invaders pops up. So yeah, Balls of Fury is my pick.
All right, speaking of Balls of Fury, Richie.
I'll go there. Yeah, I'll go with one with right in the childhood here. I'll go. One that a great sequel. I'll go. I'll just show it to you. Not my balls.
Hey.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, if I can say it right. Secret of the Ooze.
Go Ninja, go Ninja, go.
I do have one on my list, but not that.
All right. Speaking of people that love to ooze, Steven.
All right. 1997 saw the release of 2 serial killer movies that I liked a lot. I'll go with the one that is more well known, and that's Kiss the Girls, with Morgan Freeman and Ashley Judd. I know that has like 32% on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm like, that's insane to me. I like that movie a lot.
Yeah, that's surprising to hear. Steve.
We're going to continue to trend on sequels. I'm going to go Child's Play 2. This is probably better than the first movie. It's one of the stronger horror sequels out there. It's more quips. Chucky's throwing more quips, and then the kills are a little more gorier. And if you ever want to be haunted at night and have some nightmares, see the toy factory scene where where the worker gets his head like impaled with those doll's eyes. Just fucking nightmare fuel, if you ask me.
Dude, I saw some clips for the TV show, and that TV show gets nasty.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it definitely does.
And I love it for it.
Your final pick.
My final pick, I'm going to pick an action movie, and I'm going to pick a movie that's shot around. It was shot in Tampa, Florida, and it features one Sir Thomas Jane. We're going with The Punisher here, because I really dug the Punisher when as played by Thomas Jane, because I was digging a graphic novel I got for Christmas the year before, and some of the storylines really were attuned to what was in the movie, and you really can't go wrong with the Punisher just going buck crazy in fucking Tampa Bay.
All right, Ace. Steven, final pick.
Okay. I know this movie gets a lot of crap, although, but I don't care. I love it, and that's another. I'm gonna go with my comedy pick, which is Junior, another Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. I just think that movie is hilarious. I think Emma Thompson is adorable. I think Frank Langella in that movie, and Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito reteaming from Twins. I actually like this movie more than Twins.
Insane.
All right.
That movie got under 40% too, by the way. I was surprised to see that.
I was thinking.
Oh, no. Actually, no, it has 42%. Never mind.
Yeah.
You liar. Richie, what you got for your final pick?
Well, Steve went with one that I disagree that this is better than that one. So I'm going to go with Ace Ventura: Pet Detective, but this also counts.
That's surprising to hear. Not that you picked it. That's surprising that's eligible. I guess not, though. Actually, guys. Not again.
It's
90s
48%.
Carry.
What? 48. I thought I read 39. I can actually.
Damn it, Richie, pick another movie.
God damn it. Okay. All right. I do have another one. Oh, Wet Hot American Summer. There you go. I know that one.
Good pick. Yeah, that one's on my list. What you got, Brian?
I'll go with the remake of 100 Dalmatians for non-Egypt at 39%. This is a great remake to the anime film, updated with Jeff Daniels as Roger, who's a video game designer and musician. So 100 Dalmatians is my pick.
All right, Chris, final pick.
Oof. Went down between two comedies here. What should I go with? You know what? I don't go with a movie I think is stupid, but as someone who, as one of many people go to college, I think this movie is funny. Accepted. With love it back is so funny as the teacher in this movie. He made me laugh so hard a lot of time movie. And it's silly, it's dumb. May have you read it, and you think of that line a lot from the film. It's a dumb comedy. Like, I would go for musical, but I didn't want to lose the poll, so I chose not to quit my bet.
That's a good pick here. I'm gonna go with an even wackier comedy that's not very good, but it's fantastic in my heart. John Leguizamo's The Pest. I loved it since I was 5. I will die loving The Pest. It is so bad, so good. Watch it. Even in the first 5 minutes, it's offensive, but great. Everybody, I hate to jet, but I gotta go. So everyone, do your plugs all at once now. Go.
Oh yeah, goodbye, man.
Here's home, lights out.
Wrestler's Lab is all fun to do at Mecca Mania.
Down the road on the street.
That Sunday, February 18th,
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Come in my house.
Richfield Park, New Jersey.